black ice meant nothing to the girl's muscle car as it roared along the local school. Many things fascinated the girl, technology being high on the list. She marveled at the idea that, with a computer alone, not only was she able to find an apartment listing, but already had an interview with her future roommate. Using the newest software, she and Bonnie had an hour-long video chat. They covered everything from their youth and high school proms to ex-boyfriends and bad jobs. In the end, Bonnie decided that they would be a great fit. Just like that, the girl had a place to live. She sang along to a pop song that felt like it had been played for the 100th time that day. She usually didn't listen to dance type music, but there was something catchy about this one. Something about being cool. She turned off at exit 9 and made a left through the traffic light. In front of her, some miles in the distance, the Philadelphia skyline twinkled at her. It was so different when she was a kid. All of the buildings were made of stone and wore their age proudly. They had been standing since the country's forefathers had them raised. Now everything was mirrored glass and steel. The towers reminded her of how the future was depicted in 80s movies. She supposed it was the future. Bonnie answered the door with a wide smile. She was about the same age as the girl, maybe a year or two younger. She sported a look that had mostly faded out, dyed black hair, overdone black eyeliner, black baby doll dress with worn-out Doc Marten boots. Some might call her God. She held out her hand to the girl. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you in person. Sarah, Oldman. It's a pleasure to meet you in person, the girl said as she firmly shook Bonnie's hand. Bonnie noticed how rough the girl's hand was. It had a texture more like a construction worker and less like a young lady in her 20s. Bonnie welcomed her into what would become her home. It wasn't furnished too poorly or really gaudy. The girl rarely cared about such things anyway. It's a lot bigger than it looked on the computer, she said in a pleased tone. I know, right? It's hard to find a place like this with money. Tell me about it. This is great. How was your drive? Not bad. I made pretty good time. Let me show you your room and then I'll help you unpack your car. It sounds great. The girl knew she was stronger than Bonnie, and by reading the spines of the few books that lined her bookcase, decided she was quite a few IQ points smarter. She could be somewhat comfortable here, at least enough to sleep with 1.5 eyes closed. It didn't take long to unpack her car, as she didn't have much to haul around. There were a couple of suitcases and 1 or 2 cardboard boxes. She looked around at the white walls of her bedroom with her hands on her hips. Do you mind if I paint the room? She asked sweetly. It's your room, Bonnie responded indifferently. I'm thinking pink, brown, that sort of thing. Bonnie wrinkled her nose, not hiding her distaste, and said, hey, it's your room. If you like pink, paint it pink. The girl tried her best not to frown. She slept well that night for the first time in a while. Sooner or later, the nightmares would start again, and she would have to deal with them. Tonight, however, was quiet.
Yes, no, that's it.
So, how do you,
Before you go on, I think you need to know where the story's going.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because the beginning of it, you guys have now heard it, but I mean, is it okay if I talk a little bit?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, sure.
I mean, this story, as commonplace as it seems, this girl turns out to be a serial killer. So that's the part, I love how it starts out so it's like a normal, everyday, oh, I need a roommate. Hey, why don't you live with me? And it turns out one of them's a serial killer. So I felt like that, we did the reading, but you're kind of missing out on where the story's going. Because did anybody have a clue? No. Which is a great sign for something that's kind of subtly horror, right? You had no idea what was going to happen. So now I feel like you can go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, she kills her.
We hope you've never met anyone like this in real life.
No. I'm sure I haven't.
well, I asked you about your inspiration for the story, and you told me something very interesting about, what kind of led you to writing this story.
What can I tell you?
Well, you said you kind of at some point had to have your house. So it was really weird.
Oh, right, well, I'll do it to you plug. The movie, the book is tied directly into this film, which I have 4 copies of, which are there for free. If you want to grab them, $150 if you want me to sign it. But really, the short story serves as a prequel to the movie. One of the things I thought was awesome about the contest taking place in Philly, movie does. So I thought it would be a cool sort of tie-in. And the movie also sort of starts in the middle of her adventure. So the story answers some of the questions that people ask. But yeah, when we were making the film, probably 65% of it is in my house. Like, so I would have, 40 people walking around my house, in my bedroom, using my bathrooms, like going through my shit. And it's one of those like, I don't know who you are, like, and you openly, have to let people into your lives and sort of like, sometimes you don't know who is who, and not everyone's screwed certain way. And that, that kind of, at one point, that kind of freaked me out. I chose a girl because I feel like, well, first of all, it's always a guy. So that was one of my main motivations to make the killer a girl, just to be different. And also I feel like it's easier, mainly her thing is to sort of lure people in or to put herself in people's lives and then just ruin them terribly. And I felt it would be, it's easier for a girl to do that, to sort of, get into, especially, for guys, the girl winks to the guy and she's in. So, and to me that was kind of scary too, because we go for it, and so, did I answer what, I rambled like hell, so if I change it off, someone really, that's what makes it fun, you never know.
I mean, do the ladies here agree with, ever want to
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think I read this script, but I think that the thing here is that she's not only a serial killer, she's a nurse.
Yeah.
And you tend to think that a nurse should have nurtured.
We were talking about that too, actually. Right, okay, now I got it. That's right. I had a home nurse. I had a home nurse. And that too was something, that's what you were getting at. I thought I told you that other story too. I always have to have people in my house, right? And yeah, but this one, again, it was sort of like, they sent this lady into my house that was supposed to take care of me, that had access to like my body. I had lines sticking out of me, like she could have put whatever she wanted into me, and told me it was medicine, and someone would have found me 2 weeks later when they knocked on the door to see what was up, and my dog's reading my dead feet. So that would, I would think about stuff like that too, especially because again, it's one of those, they call you up and they say, this woman's going to come at 3 o'clock and take care of you. Yeah, okay, fine. And you open the door, sure, come in, you're a nurse. What is she going to show me a card that says, I'm a nurse? Great. I have one that says, I'm an ordained minister. I got it online for $20. So, again, there's so many things we take for granted that again, we just sort of openly invite people into our worlds. And yeah, that was sort of, I thought about that a couple times too, actually, just the idea, and especially because there was one that made a big stink about my dogs, and my dogs, I have a poodle and a schnauzer, so like, they're not deadly, but she had this big thing, with fucking dogs, dogs don't like me, dogs don't like me. I'm like, well, my dogs like everybody, why don't they like you? But she turned out to be all right. I saw her down this year. That's a dog's house. So that's for that.
I think,
Mhm.
I just had a question about your creation of the story. Films you view research about that? Just
No, I really, the movie is sort of, nods a lot to very tongue-in-cheek, goofing on soft and hostile and stuff like that, because I don't think that stuff is scary. It's gross, but, you know, when someone says, oh my God, I saw the scariest movie, saw 7, I'm like, well, no, that's not scary. You know, like, and that's all this movie is things taking flying everywhere. But that's sort of done on purpose I wanted to saturate the universe of it, to really make that point, like, this isn't scary, it's just gross. The inspiration for how things happen was like, I was just mad at actually someone particular at the time. And I would walk around my house, you know, and feel like I could mess him up with that. And, you know, then just kind of eventually have fun with it. You don't describe it so much in the script, you know, and then the effects which was sort of interesting to do in writing the story, because I have to have her do the same sort of over-the-top stuff, and then have to figure out, how do I, you know, I haven't written sort of any narrative like that in 15 years. I don't even write scripts. So, it was just, yeah, I really didn't do research unless I sort of the idea was based on a nod to old school horror, and then just make it completely over the top. And then, like I said, sort of whatever was out in the house. And even the idea, like I was saying, that in the opening story, that people, you know, go on, you know, there's people that I met here for the first time, you know, we were talking about, look, we talked on, you know, we've had interactions on Facebook and all that stuff, and I already feel like I know you, you know, and it's sort of, that's the way society is changing, where it's like, you know, we have so many friends now, and it's like, yeah, I don't know you, but I kind of do. So I'd be like, oh yeah, come over and like, we'll have a couple drinks after this, and we're gonna, you know, I'd be to come back. Why would I do that? You know, like, you know, I'm feeling annoyed, but I'm like, all right, bye everyone. I don't know who's in my basement, ready to sock me in the back of the head while I'm making this tea. You know, like, but, yeah, that answer. Like, if I need to say anything else, just, I mean, repeats.
I think Robert is a perfect example of why this company exists in the first place. Because he really signifies to a lot of different mediums and putting them together. Then we do scripts. And I started off as a script writer. I've tried writing an actual book. It takes a long time, so I've just given up. But it's really nice to see so many different people who are doing so many different things. So make sure, if you're an author, if you have anything that you're trying to get out there, make sure you guys know about it. And maybe not invite someone over to your house.
Right. Well, and then the fun thing too, you've been talking to about, I'm going to parlay all this into a comic book as well. So it was cool to open, you know, we opened the door to some artists and be doing that, right? Yeah, I guess I have to finish a script for that. But as soon as that's done, as soon as they can draw, pop it out.
Alright, so just make sure you're really here. So
Yeah.
Movies are free.
Yeah, you can come up and grab these, and you can always find me on Facebook, because I read everyone, because that's the way it is. It's, what is it? I just forget my thing. It's Robert Angelo MX. If you want to find me on there, and everything's plugged in today. Find the movie. Like I said, there's only a couple here. Find me on there if you want.